Well, hello there, you wonderful humans, and welcome back to Palworld. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and thank you for coming to hang out for some more Palworld today. We're going to be making some more progress than we did yesterday. Well, I mean, yesterday wasn't bad. We just didn't catch any good Bushi, Astagon, or Blazamut yesterday. But maybe we will today, because the last hour... maybe we'll get some good luck. That's all I got to say. We do have a 33, 29, 22 Blazamut that we got at the end, which really not that bad. I did just sell all of my other ones, though. We got Flame Emperor, Musclehead, and Mayan Foreman on here. So we need to get, basically we need to get Flame Emperor off and Mayan Foreman off, and we need to start kind of working towards that. So there's a couple different things we can do. We got a decent Blazamut here. I want to go out and capture some more as well. We're still working on our good Shadowbeaks. There's a couple different things we're doing here. I'm letting these two go more just on the chance that I get a mutation. I'm calling them mutations now on the IVs because we don't get any of because when we get that random increase, it's not really from the parents, so I'm just going to call it a mutation from now on, just call it at least something. But hoping that I can get a random increase to stats. We got another Legend Ferocious and Musclehead Shadowbeak, which is perfect. Pretty much there's almost a guaranteed way to get passive traits handed down, at least at least a decent portion of the time. And same thing with the actual passive, with the IVs as well. So we'll check out these IVs. Looks like we've got 109.63, 109, so this one's going to be garbage. It does have a high HP stat, though. I don't want Flame Emperor? No. Not when there's better stuff to get. How does my incubation go so fast? We are hosting on a dedicated private server for our community. And this weekend we're doing an egg incubation, basically instant egg incubation for this weekend. Although I'm going to let it extend until Tuesday for those that work through the weekend. And then after that we'll do an XP event. So yeah. It'll go back to like an hour after this weekend. I'm trying to get one with just Burly Body on it right now. I'm trying to get Burly Body. Essentially, I would rather have Burly Body over Flame Emperor for my dude bro. But I think what we're gonna do here is we've already got Musclehead, Legend, and Ferocious on one. And what I think I need to do to speed up the progress of our Blazamuts is figure out how to breed a Suzaku Aqua from a Shadowbeak. So that means we need to do a couple different things here. That would be a cool normal feature? Oh, for sure. So let's see here. We want to make a Suzaku, so we can make a Suzaku Aqua, sorry. And then we're going to go out, once we kind of set this up, we're going to go out and start hunting. But I always kind of like going through the process of setting up our breeders before that. So we want a regular Suzaku. And we can do this from a Shadowbeak. So we can get a Suzaku Aqua from a Shadowbeak and a Suzaku Aqua. Sorry. We can get a Suzaku from a Shadowbeak. So let's see what we got going on here. We already know we have Musclehead, Legend, and Ferocious. That's what we want to trade down. So maybe we can kill two birds with one stone, quite literally. With the Suzaku Aqua, if we have a good one. We have Musclehead and Legend on there. That's not the way that I would recommend doing it. If we had like one with Burly Body. We have one with Flame Emperor already. Legend, Musclehead. I basically really just need to transfer Ferocious over to a Aqua. And I'm pretty sure I have a Shadowbeak with Ferocious already. This is a 162711. Can we do it with a... No, we can't. What incubation time level would I recommend for both keeping the integrity of the game but still making it playable? I think an hour is good. I think if you really want to push it... So 2 hours is a normal rate. What I recommend doing is I recommend running a hard mode server so that way you keep the integrity of the game. So let's put it this way. Egg incubation timers on a normal playthrough are 2 hours. On hard mode, I believe it's set to 36 hours, but for some reason most dedicated servers have it as a standard for 72, which is a bit of a nightmare. It could be 72 for hard mode as well. I think you make hard mode harder. You set incubation egg timers to either 2 hours or 1 hour. Any lower than that, it's too easy. But 1 or 2 hours is pretty good. It allows you to play the game and still have a decent difficulty. And you don't have to play 24 hours a day to have fun. And that's the way I think the settings should be run to have a good time. Let's see here. First live at 6 a.m. No sleep. Ain't no sleep. Except for Palworld. Alright, we got a 123 and a 75. That actually might be a big boy. We should probably save this one. We're going to mark that as something we need to pay attention to. 121. Wow, that's a big difference. I know, 121 and 75. 121 and 76. This one has more defense. 76. But this one has the most HP. Nope, this one has the most HP. Waiting is in gameplay? Exactly. Anyways, I hope everybody's day is going well. Thank you for coming to hang out, you wonderful humans. Essentially what I'm trying to do right now is I want to set up a breeder specifically to get... Where'd that Blazamut go? We want to... Y'all voted to get a really powerful Blazamut in the last live stream. We caught a alpha with Flame Emperor and Musclehead. We need to get Legend and Ferocious on here, at least. We have Legend and Musclehead. We have Legend and Musclehead. And I'm pretty sure we have a Legend and Ferocious Musclehead. I just want Legend and Ferocious to make it easier for us. We have Legend and Ferocious. Let's see what kind of Shadowbeak this is. This is a level 10. We're looking at 1222, so really bad HP. A 28 IV in attack. And a 28 IV, I assume, in defense. Ooh, 25 IV in defense. Caught your first King Pack at level 28. Nice! Very, very nice. Alright. So this is an option. I'm just going to name this 20, 28, 25. Essentially what I'm trying to do is a lot of people you ask, like, how do you transfer passives down? And I've covered it in quite a few videos. We got Legend, Ferocious, and Musclehead on here. It's a male. I think this one was bad stats. But essentially what... There we go. There was just one with Ferocious. That's what I was looking for. And 21 and 76. This one should have really good stats. We're going to try and level this one up. Has capture rate been fixed yet? No, not yet. Unfortunately. Not yet. So Legend, Ferocious, and Musclehead on a level 3. 128 and 90. That seems like it's a low. We got another Ferocious here. Alright, let's just check this one real quick, and then we're gonna move out. We're gonna head to the Sanctuaries today and also take down the Alpha bosses. So this one's pretty good. We've already got so we got a 25 in HP. We need 250 and a 28 in attack, and a Garbungo in defense. So this is already worse than our last option. But we could also try and transfer it over. So this is going to have like a 15, 25, 28. 25, 28. 14. So there's a couple different ways we can go about all of this process that we're trying to work through here. And I think the best way from my testing, I've been doing a lot of different testing with this. Where'd that one go? And I think what we're gonna really want to do is focus solely on... We have everything here, Ferocious, Musclehead, and Legend. If I just had one with Burly Body, that would be perfect. Where can you find the IV calculator? It is, Sorry, I don't have it in the description right now. There it is. Welcome to Giant Linky Boy. Oh, I can't even paste it. You go to palpedia.net, and then you select the builder at the top. I just linked it. Alright, so we're going to get a couple of levels here. Oh god, I left the display up. My bad. Also, I've been playing on full screens for so long, I don't think I can play... I was trying to make my life a little bit easier with this IV calculator, but I'm going to actually switch back to the way that I have been having chat going. Does breeding 2 shinies make the offspring a shiny too? No, no, it does not. Alright, so let's do this. Now we need a Suzaku Aqua with a Shadowbeak, I believe, makes what we're looking for. Yep, Suzaku Aqua and a Shadowbeak. So Suzaku or Aqua will make a Shadowbeak this way. So we have Runner Sirius and we have Flame Emperor, but we already have Musclehead and Legend. We have Musclehead, Flame Emperor, and Legend here already. And we can just put Ferocious on here. So we're not going to worry about IVs on this one. We're just going to worry about transferring Ferocious over. Ew. It's a female. Okay, that's a problem. We have a male. So we have male, Musclehead, and Legend. Do we have a female, Ferocious, and... We definitely don't have Flame Emperor. Shoot. So we need a male with Ferocious. God dang it. Alright, we're going to have to breed these two together right now. I don't really have a choice. It's going to be faster. It's a lot easier to transfer one stat onto a pal when it's the single stat you're trying to transfer over. So I'm really just trying to set us up for success here rather than bashing our head against the wall. It's definitely possible the other way. You just end up going through more cake. Watching through hurricane winds in Cali. Oh, I know the weather's crazy. It's also super crazy. It's raining like crazy here in Georgia right now. Absolutely redonkulous. Did that not do sexy times? Are y'all getting your groove on or what? Why not? Who are you? You working now? You twerking? Bounce. There we go. I ain't got no cake. I'm all upsetty spaghetti. Need some sexy time music for him? Look, if y'all got some good sexy time music, let's light it up. Let's go. It needs to be non-copyright though. You know? Do you have to catch pals with higher IVs to hatch pals with higher IVs? Yeah. There is a chance for like a random, I'm going to call it mutation. Where you can get a higher IV out of nowhere out of an egg, but you can also get an incredibly lower IV. So I've gotten a 1% IV before. So I know that when both the parents didn't have a 1%, so I know for a fact. And I've also gotten 30% IVs before, so you can get a random higher IV for sure. I've seen it happen many, many times already. The reason... We're just going to keep letting them bang, I guess. Alright, we're going to stick some eggs in. Actually, it's almost nighttime. We can do a couple of boss fights, I think. Maybe it might not be the worst idea, because it's kind of dark down in those caves already. So we'll handle the bosses now. We're just going to let these all hatch. I need 120 of them anyways, so it's not like we're wasting cake here. We're going to need to go out and grind some money to pay for more cake at some point. Give me the salad now, baby. All right, for cake, we need flour. Oh, yes. The power of flour. Stick the tomatoes in there. Stick the cake in there. Do we have flour queued? Oh my god, I have 1,371 flour. Sweet baby beluga whale. How many... You don't even need legendary spheres to catch Frostallion. We've done it with ultra spheres. Cake. Cake, cake, cake. 76 cake. Bow, bow, bow. I got 89 Lego spheres. All right, let's go. We're going to go out alpha hunting. Out into the unknown once again. Once more upon the breach. We do have Burly Body already. I do want to put... I'm torn between Burly Body and Swift for our next Shadowbeak. I don't know. What do you all think? Burly Body or Swift? Does it matter? I don't know. But feel free to put some recommendations in the chat if your heart so desireth. All right. We need to figure out what this bad boy is. Not bad. 27. Ooh. 30? Wait, what? That's level 9 now. So we got a 25, a 24, a 23, 23, 27, 23, 25, 28. He's tanky enough. How many Ultra Spheres did it take to catch Frost? 30? We're going to do it again, actually, right now. So we're going to go out. We're going to catch another one. I've got everything that I need except for nighttime cold. It's very, very cold out in the cold biome at night. Step, step, what it do? All right, there we go. Frostallion. We condensed this Foxparks, didn't we? Yeah, but we ran out of juice. I still very much want to make a redonkulous kit soon as well. I want to level up my speedy fang loop. It's level 42 and it's freaking beautiful. And we always like to bring Phalaris with us. Swifty. I've got more eggs. So happy to catch a live while I'm doing some labs. Thanks for keeping me sane during my least favorite class. Aw. Artie Nuber, I wish you the very, very best. Hope you have a fantastic day. Ferocious. Okay, we got Ferocious. We wanted to get Ferocious alone with no negatives, so we're gonna keep letting them do the dance with no pants. Why is the screen so zoomed in? I think it's because oh, God. Because I'm an idiot. That's why. My bad. It's also super zoomed in the graphics, I think. Boop. It's the curse of actually trying to switch different things. My brain no worky so good sometimes. Come on, Burly, god dang mother flippin' body. That's still the best female we have at the moment. This one right here. All I want to do is transfer those IVs down to a freaking bird that has either no passive skills or all the passive skills. So honestly, we need to go out today. I have a plan. I have a big, juicy brain plan. The problem is, juicy brain plans require juicy brain energy, and I have not had it. Had a long day. Nefertiti, thank you for the 5 gift memberships, you wonderful, wonderful being. All right, so we're gonna go take down the 2 Blazamuts. Hopefully, 1 or 2 of those Blazamuts will have good IVs. Strutting them passives. What you talking about? Huh. Ooh, Pyron Nox are super pretty too. Do I have all the legendary blueprints already? No, I actually haven't gotten the one from Blazamut yet, which I'm actually one of the reasons why I'm farming up Blazamut. Haven't gotten the one from Frostallion yet either. God, Fanglope is just so ridiculously fast. And Nefertiti, thank you so much again. Oh. Did he get his face murdered in already? Oh. Well, hello, good sir. Oh, you're asleep? I didn't know you slept. Who said you could sleep? What? What, you got no butt? Where's your butt? Where's your butt? I see it. There it is. Get in my ball. So there's a stun bonus. So there's a back bonus, and I believe there's an unaccounted for stun bonus. Sleeping counts as stuns, so you can get a really high catch rate if you try and catch stuff when you're sleeping. That's how we caught Frostallion early too. Are the XP settings on the server cranked to the max? No, they're set to 1. You about to get your face exploded, bucko. Oh, are you awake now? Okay. This guy's got the legendary blueprint on it. I can feel it in my loins. Get him, Fanglope. I'm a believer, baby. Let's go. Squirt him to death. Oh, shoot. Leave me alone, Blazy boy. Oh, good job, Fanglope. I'm so proud of you. Such a good bean. Alright. Let me at that booty. You want to break out? Yeah, that's what I thought, big boy. That's what I freaking thought. All right, we got 2 Blazy boys. Do we think they have good IVs? Probably not. What do we got? What do we got? Break me off a piece of that Blazy boy meat? I don't freaking know. 49. All right, so we got really, really, really good HP IV on here. Which is because it's an alpha, so that makes sense. We've got a really not so great attack IV and a maxed out defense IV. Okay. All right. I'll freaking take it. It's like a 21. We'll give it a 21. So we got a 38, 21, 30. Ooh. All right, let's check the other one real quick. And we've got on this one, definitely lower HP. We've got a, oh, Lord hath mercy upon my soul. A 27. Ooh. And a 30. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. A 26, 27, 26. Okay. I'll take it. Salty, it's a website. What exactly am I showing you? IVs. I've got a video on IVs and how they work. I will have a new video coming out on how to properly transfer IVs and passives. So I lied. I'm making another breeding video, but it's not going to be as in-depth into the whole breeding process as my previous breeding video. This is specifically going to be revolved around combining the transference of IVs and passives. If you want to know more about IVs, watch that video right here. Palworld IVs. And if you want to know more about breeding, pin mess. I'll just do that. Thanks for being awesome. Oh, Nefertiti. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so freaking much. Would not be able to do any of this without all the support from each and every one of you. Y'all are truly awesome. All my alpha legendaries have over half IVs. So, spoiler alert, Neo, if you actually did get lucky, that is freaking phenomenal. Like, congratulations on that. I heard you were super excited about making that breeding video. I was watching the stream last night. Yeah, I was super finally happy to be done with, like, all the breeding stuff. And then I found out about the IVs, and I think I've figured out a pretty significant trick to combining IVs and passives. Which is, quite frankly, the same trick that I use for transferring passives, but it's just combining 2 processes now, which I feel like most people are probably feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the thought of it, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little bit of extra work, yeah, but it's not as bad as we all think. It's not that bad. But I'm also a loser, I have no life, and I play 24/7, so am I trustworthy? I don't know. What is a good IV to get 30s? So, health, a maximum IV is 50. I feel like 30s, anything in the upper 30s is above average. You're going to get a lot of 20, like in the 20s. Anything above 30 is certainly above average. And anything above like 20, so the maximum for attack and defense is 30 if you're using a percentile. So there's 2 different ways to do it. You can use percentile, which is the percent increase to whatever the modifier is. It's a multiplier. It's a multiplicative increase. Each goes on a scale of 0 to 100 for like how many points are into it. But I'm going off a percentile rather than the point system because we don't have evidence of the point system that's easily accessible to us. The percentile is a lot easier to track. So anything to a 20 and 30 for attack and defense is amazing. and anything 30 and above for health is amazing. You're going to get a lot of like low 20s for attack and defense, and you'll get a lot of low 20s for health. So far, getting anything above like a 35 in health is extremely rare. Should I get a Hell Zephyr for my base if I find one on your server? Yeah, do it. You'll need it to make a Frost Alien Noct eventually, as well as some they also breed into a lot of different pals and stuff too, pretty well. Oh god, I hate this freaking cave, man. Is it what? Ha! Ha! Did I catch the Frost Alien with full health? Yeah. Miko, queue it up for later. Queue it up for later. That video ain't going nowhere, I promise. I'm not 100% sure, but when I released it, it was the only video about IVs on YouTube as well. I'm sure there's more now, but... Christ on a muffin. Oh, the Ass Blaster 9000. Lord have mercy. Oh, Sky, your breeding videos help a ton. Thanks for your work and dedication. I'm glad it helped out. Like, my favorite thing to do for games is get addicted to them and share any amount of knowledge that I possibly can. So if my videos have helped you out, like it means a lot, and I'm glad that they've been helpful. The server seems like it's shitting the proverbial bed at the moment. I don't know what's going on right now. I really hope we get a really good dedicated server patch with the help that Microsoft is providing for fixing dedicated servers. Really hoping the next patch we get is a dedicated server one. They fixed a lot of the bugs going on. I feel like the majority of the problems right now that need to be addressed is dedicated server performance. Because it is abysmal. And I feel like that's probably going to be their next priority because of how expensive the servers are to run right now for them. Costing $500,000 every month. Oh, Christ. God, these guys can eat my butt. What the heck? I hate fighting these double Astigons. Aw, Dottie, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Been having lag issues since I got on yesterday. Rubber band when I dodged. Yeah, I tried to fix it pre-stream. I added some new stuff in. You shouldn't be rubber banding when... I'm rubber banding a little bit when dodging now. I have a 48, 830. What's the best way to boost defense? Aiden, you already have a max defense. 30 is the maximum you can get defense. What you need to do is you need to boost the attack on that one, which means you need to save that particular pal and find a pal with a higher defense, breed them together. And then once you get a baby from those two that have, you know, like a 42 higher attack and defense, then start breeding that one together. Oh, boo, I murdered its face. Was the Blazamut in the breeding video from the third sanctuary? Yes, it was. I recommend if you're hunting for a Blazamut, you combine the hunting for the alpha version with hunting for the ones in the sanctuary. So that way, because it's kind of hard to find them in the sanctuary, so I recommend doing the rotation where you go to sanctuary for a bit. When the alpha boss respawns, go capture the alpha boss, and then go back to the sanctuary, etc., which is exactly what we're about to do. We're about to head to the sanctuary right now. We're going to be hunting for Nightwings, Blazamuts, and Astigons, as well as Bushis. We didn't get a single good Bushi yesterday. I'm a little butthurt about it. Clips, you're talking about on the server, too? I think it's because we had a big influx of players join the server this weekend. And I think what's happening is it's, even though not all of them are online at once, the game is having to render so many more things in the world, and it's just creating some issues. A Bushi sounds bougie? It does. I want a Bushi bougie. Bushi. Emski, there are 3 sanctuaries on the map. Now, we killed Blazy Boy when it was nighttime. I don't think he's gonna be respawned already. They're supposed to respawn every day, but I think I might have been a little late on the Bushi Boy murder there. I made a Fanglope that's too fast. The lesson we have learned today is sometimes there's too much movement speed. Fanglope is too fast. Well, that sucked. Okay. Oh, it's... Man, why is it so cold at the base like this? Ugh. Man, that was a big bummer. Okay. And that's with such a big butt on its back, it's still too fast? Exactly. This thick old dump truck right here makes everything faster. Hey, we got the... Wait, what? That's what we wanted, right? We were just trying to get Ferocious? Yeah, we're trying to get a Ferocious that could breed specifically with one of our Suzuku Aquas, I think. Legend and Ferocious, baby. Alright. And we needed to breed that with a... We just wanted Ferocious. Is it a male? Oh, baby. Alright, this will allow us to get a Musclehead Flame Emperor Legend and Ferocious all in one Suzaku Aqua. Which we can then use to breed literally any Firepal we want in the game. What you gonna do with that big blue butt? You're gonna make some babies, baby. Oh. It gets in my hands or it gets the hose again. What do you get Flame Emperor from? The Flame Emperor. Blazamut. Boop. Doesn't want to make babies, only water. Exactly. Also, riding Kitsune, you're unaffected by any weather. Yeah, but that means you gotta ride Kitsune instead of, you know, flying or being on a Fanglope that's so fast that it glitches you through the map. I feel like this breeding pair that we have right now is just not gonna go well for us. I've been trying so hard, and I've gotten so far, but in the end, I just get garbage. Boop, 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 doo, 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 boop, boop, boo. Legend and positive thinker, baby. I'll take that one. Boop, 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 boop. 9470. It's a garbage beak. I feel like I just need to give up with this this breeding pair here. I was trying to transfer these high IVs. But it's proving to be rather difficult. $94.70, 111 should be our high base. Yeah, we'll keep trying. We need sacrificial lambs. Okay. We also need to go get our armor back. What's the point of getting the best pal possible if I killed every boss already? I haven't one-shot every boss already. Plus, there's upcoming PvP and raid content. Can I make a video about all the moves, their damage, and type, please? I mean, you can read all that from the skill itself. But no, I have an idea about that. I was doing a whole bunch of testing on that, actually, and I've got some ideas. Can I see your state, please? What does that even mean? I saw a video already where a bazooka one-shot almost everything. One-shot almost everything. That YouTuber definitely edited their settings. The bazooka's pretty good. But I don't want a bazooka. I want a pal that can one-shot anything. It's really easy to one-shot anything when you increase your player damage and decrease pal defenses, though. Super easy. Boo, 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 boo. It won't work on hard mode. Plus, I'm not allowed to use a bazooka anymore. I blew up my whole base with one, and I've been banned from being allowed to have one. Although... yeah, you shouldn't be capturing the tower bosses. It is not intended, and I don't recommend it because I have a feeling that we've already had problems with save games getting corrupted, and if you don't want to lose everything, I recommend maybe getting out of them. The Hat of Shame! Why did I blow up my base? Look, I didn't do it on purpose, okay? The base looked at me funny, and I am dumb. You know? The only bazooka I'm allowed to have is a penguin bazooka. What you gonna do with that big old frosty boy? We're going to the sanctuary, baby. It was totally on purpose. No, trust me, I wouldn't have blown up my mining base on purpose. I love that base. I've got that thing freaking dialed in. And then I blew it up. Oh, I don't have Gale Claw on me anymore. God dang it. Dr. Red Solo, I have a video on that if you want to check it out. Although I use rubies instead of kelpsies because they're a lot easier to catch a ton of them. It's like a whole island full of rubies. We gotta go over hill. Will you release a video on souls? Yeah, I need to. I'm sorry. I've had a bit of a distracting weekend, as many of you may have noticed with the base explosion last night. Tag plus explosives equals content. Have you tried getting all speed stacks on a Gale Claw? Does it include your glide speed further? I did do that. I could not tell the difference in glide speed. It does not seem that increasing the Gale Claw's movement speed increases your glide speed. I could be wrong on that, but I could not tell the difference, and I'm no mathematician or math scientist or speed measuring scientist or anything like that, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am, though. Gale Claw only gets speed from condensing? I did not do that, but that makes a lot of sense. That's what I had the feeling was, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'd rather punch myself in the nuts. Spawn. Please tell me how to breed Paldium into a Left Monk. You can't. Not directly. There's a breeding calculator website, though. But yeah, the majority of the time. So the only one where partner skill isn't the defining factor is like Lift Monk damage, like Huggy Fire, Lift Monk's machine gun, basically anything that does damage. Both it's like a multiplicative increase where it takes the partner skill level into account and the pal's damage into account. But anything else is when you level up the pal skill, like, well, I guess the Dire Howl's movement speed increase is multiplicative with the pal skill increase too. So it's complicated, you know. That's why I love this game, because there's so many different things. So many things, and I love when there's things to figure out. Plus, it's Sunday. I don't have D&D tonight, but I picked up a bunch of alcohol for D&D tonight. But everybody apparently has, you know, been mouth breathing on each other and all got sick, so no D&D tonight. But I am trying a new Jefferson's Reserve Pritchard Hill Cabernet cask finish, which is not nearly as good as the Groth cask that they had like 5 years ago. I think my chat is broken. Yep. Thank you, Stamp. Apparently my chat was broken. What is that? Cabernet cask finish sounds wonderful. It's not bad. It's not bad. The thing about this game is that any pal you like can be a good pal. Exactly. Alright, we got some Fanglope down there. We need Astagon, Blazamut, Bushi, and literally anything else. What pal do you recommend when facing Jet Dragon for the first time? Any pal that is your strongest, or... I recommend getting Frostallion first. And if you get a Frostallion boss alpha, you can literally kill every other Lego in the game pretty freaking easy. I feel like I want to make a good Incineram Noct too. Like Incineram in general, I kind of like it. Boink. Oh. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm so excited for the potential of this game. Now I just need a non-potato PC. Oh no! Best pal for cooking? The best pal with kindling would be the best pal for cooking, which means it would... Ooh, would be Yormantide Ignis, which I've shown how to get early from a huge dragon egg. Laline, 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 Laline. Get in my bowels. Oh, you're dead. God dang mother flippin'. Holy guacamole lag. Ugh. How's my server not crashing like others? Because I'm a gangster. I don't know what to tell you. My server's running like poo, though. This game has a lot of potential, but they need like 2 or 3 times the amount of pals and abilities. It's a game from an indie developer in early access with 120 something pals, if you count the variants. For their first batch. Pokemon had 150. This has 120 something from a tiny little Japanese game studio. It's gonna get... They've already got plans for new islands, new pals, which means new breeding combinations, new skills. They do need new skills, though, for sure. We need new abilities. We need more ability. Well, I guess even with Pokemon, you still end up with a freaking Water Gun or Fireball on every Pokemon, so... I don't know. Yeah, it's got over 135 with subspecies. Yeah, it's 111 plus 18, whatever that is, so that's 129. Right? That's how math works. Wait, let's Google this for the Pokemon fanboy losers out there. How many abilities are in Pokemon? So after 20 years, how many abilities are there in Pokemon? After what? There's 188 Pokemon abilities after 25 years. So if you do some math here, 188. How long has Pokemon been out? I'm 35 now. It's definitely been out since I was, what, 11? So 34. I'm a 34 now? I'm almost 35. Let's just do divided by 23 equals 8. This game's been out for 3 months. Look, I'm getting old, man. Last thing we want to think about is our age, trust me. Once you turn 21, it all just blends together from there. The years just go by so fast. 188. How many are actually useful? I'm looking at you, Splash. The old Fish Flop 9000. Wait, has this game been out for 3 months? I don't know why I said 3 months. There's 20 skills and the game's been out for 2 weeks. Splash is an attack, not a skill. Get a life, Mike. Wait, yeah, wait. How many attacks are there? I said abilities. That's not attacks. Hold on. How many attacks are in Pokemon? Oh, I Googled the wrong thing. So after... I Googled the wrong thing big time. Mike, I apologize. You're a scholar and a gentleman. There are 934 different moves in the core series of games after... So it came out in 1996. After... 25... A number... Let's do 25. So 37. All right, they win. Okay. All right. Life is hard, man. You know, it's been a long day. I've been looking at numbers nonstop for like 4 days straight. My soul hurts a little bit. Can I tell the devs to add a minimap ASAP? What the hell you need a minimap for? Look around you. Use your eyeballs. But do you know how many came out in 1996? I have no idea. I don't have the effort or energy to Google that much. The IV breeding will drive you crazy. Well, the problem is the IV breeding will drive you crazy, but it's not as bad as we all think. And I've literally for the last 3 days been doing nothing but looking at numbers and testing. I've hatched some 400 or 500 eggs over the past couple of days to try and figure it out, and I'm 99% sure I've figured out the best way to breed for IVs and skills at the same time, and combining those onto one pal. The problem is I'm a perfectionist, so I've been trying to get 100% IVs with 100% of the skills that I wanted, but I haven't gotten any pals with 100% IVs yet. It's the health one I can't get. I've gotten 100% attack, 100% defense. I cannot get 100% on the health. I cannot find a single pal that has gotten even close. Highest I've gotten so far is 45, which is close. I mean, what's the benefit of a mini-map, though? Like, in this game in particular, I feel like a mini-map... I mean, I don't know. I don't see a particular big use of a mini-map in this game, considering it would just add lag to the servers. Health IV is so dumb. With the IVs with health and attack, the scaling is different. So they all have 0 to 100. But you get a 50% modifier to health, whereas you get a 30% modifier to attack and defense. Where are all my goddamn Blazamuts? Like, we have a HUD. What do we need a minimap for? Like, I feel like there's not enough things in the game to require a minimap. It's like, do you need a minimap with a red dot on it to tell you that there's a pal around you? Like, you just turn the camera a little bit. I don't know. There's a compass that has, you know, pop-up alerts. I feel like, I don't know, maybe, I think this is coming from, like, a part in my heart where I'm so sick of the way Ubisoft makes their games, where it's just an overabundance of things on the screen at all times that tells you where everything is at all times. I like being rewarded with exploration. I like not having everything shoved down my freaking throat at 24/7. I just want to be able to go to a location on my own and figure out what's there. I don't want it told to me beforehand. I want to shoved it down my throat 24/7. I feel like there is a, like if there was a mini-map right now, it's like, I don't got to go over here because I already know what's over there, you know? Like, I like actually going out of my way to figure out what the hell is in the game. And I feel like that's just me being butthurt about the way Ubisoft has made games lately. I think it'd be an option for the interface. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess. Look, I'm not trying to hate on anybody wanting the minimap. I just don't see a big use for it at the moment. Bego said, wouldn't it be funny when the egg said it's too hot or cold? That would affect the IVs and stats, and we wouldn't even know till much later. Oh my god. Bego, don't you even curse this garbage into existence. Who hurt you, Bego? Who hurt you? There is more to be added, pals. Yeah, so Pocket Pair has already released. You know what? I have not gone over this during a stream yet. Palworld's roadmap. I should have made a video on it. I apologize. I haven't actually made a video on it, and that's 100% my bad. Visit. Oh god, I hate going to these websites for all this stuff. Where is it? Is it on their Discord? Hold on. Un momento, por favor. Frickin' go into all these garbage websites with all their garbage. Can I get it? Can I fit it? Alright, first we'll go over the, this is the first thing that they're doing, which I think they already kind of did. So, addressing critical issues. Currently, numerous bugs have been identified, and we're prioritizing fixing those. Sometimes the world may be... the world date may experience rollbacks, the loading screen may persist when trying to load into worlds, and so on. We just got a patch that I think resolved a lot of these. Obviously, Xbox is still working on the Xbox issues, but I think this was the first patch that they were kind of referencing. Probably going to get one or two more of these before we move on to the next thing. Which is improvements to implement ASAP, key configuration improvements to base PAL AI and pathing. We kind of got some of that already. I think we're going to get a combination of one or two more updates of this stuff right here. I have a feeling they've already got all of this already in development. So plan future updates. We've got PvP coming. We've got raid bosses. I believe these are in blue because these are going to be coming first. Which is PvP, raid bosses, endgame content, which is that, and Pal Arena for PvP for pals, which I'm super excited about. Then we've got Steam, Xbox crossplay, various Xbox feature improvements, server transfer and migrations, improvements to the building system, and then new islands, pals, bosses, and technologies. So already, this is already just early access content. This is not full game content. This is very specifically and only early access roadmap. And that's all we have so far. So I feel like Pocket Pair is doing exactly what they need to be doing. They are working on improving their game. They're working on doing everything they can to just kind of get it where it needs to be. They're focusing on the right things. They're giving us more content while focusing on those right things. I'm excited for the future, honestly. Improvements to building. Kato, what it do? Have you seen that base pals will randomly place themselves if it seems they get stuck? No, the capture rate bug has not been updated because you have not downloaded, or not been fixed because you have not downloaded a fix for it yet, have you? The devs said the game is about 50 to 60% complete, which is bananas to think about. Like, we're 50 to 60% complete, and it is better than the majority of AAA games that are released nowadays. Like, I don't give... Oh, shoot. Dang it. I give credit where credit's due, and I feel like most AAA developers are the only ones nowadays taking risks and actually making progress in gaming. Or smaller game studios and things like that. And, I'm just really happy with this game. Finally got some Astigons to spawn. Am I thicker than a box of jelly donuts? Yes, I am. What made me so thick? Oh, it's all the pure quartz, which we're gonna need. Why do I have 318 nails on me? What? Alright, we're gonna drop the pure quartz. That stuff's heavy. I definitely love this game way more than I thought it would. Yeah, like we need server side improvements. We need, you know, a little bit better building and stuff like that, and like we're gonna be getting more pals. The breeding system in this game for pals is probably the best I've seen in any game ever. It blows Pokemans out of the freaking water, and I'm truly just really excited for the future of this game. I'm excited to host more servers, to do more things, to have more fun with it. All right, we're gonna go check on our eggs real quick. We're also going to hunt some dude bros for some money real quick too. Eric, I don't have a video about dungeons. I've had one kind of I've had one 90% done for like a week, and I have just never released it. Do I use any server hosting? I use Gportal, but the server that we're streaming on is not from Gportal. It is my own server. The dedicated servers across the board right now are all pretty terrible. But unfortunately there's not much server providers can do. Like I have this server running on a $5,000 computer with 128 gigabytes of RAM. More CPU stuff than it could ever freaking need, and it still just does not run well. I do hope they add more kind of like PAL rarity to the game. Like I love that like I feel like it's great to have all the legendaries in the game at all times and everything, but I do wish that they would add a little bit more variety to the pals that they add in the future. I hope you get more rare pals, like say maybe one of the things that I love in some video games, like Final Fantasy XI, for instance, was one of my favorite games when I was a child, and the thing that I love most about that game is the game told you nothing. It didn't handhold you. It told you abso-freaking-lutely nothing. And there would be these things called notorious monsters that would spawn. And they would spawn, you know, 1 hour, like every hour or every couple of hours or every 24 hours or every couple of days. But there were things that you could do to increase the spawn chance. You could kill placeholders and things like that. And they wouldn't be available in the game all the time. They would drop special things for you. They would do special stuff. And it was like an incredible achievement to be able to take down that particular NM and potentially get its drop. I wish what they would add to this game is more of a future rarity system to pals. Like, it's great to get lucky pals, it's great to get alphas, but to be able to acquire any legendary every single day, no matter what, I feel like there needs to be a little bit of a chase system for some things added in the future. I think somebody took down all of the dude bros already. Have you caught a lucky alpha? They do not exist. You can get a lucky or an alpha. They're both essentially the same. There we go. That's how catching the black marketeers are supposed to work. A lot of people were roasting me earlier for like black marketeer farming, but we just got 23,000 for capturing that one. Then we're gonna butcher it, and we're gonna get another 23,000 for butchering it. So that's 50,000 for a couple of seconds of work. especially with the devs taking suggestions from players, can really shape this game to something top tier. Oh, for sure. And like, I think we have a really good chance of that too, because the developers, they're not owned by a publisher. They took every single risk possible to make this game a thing. They were denied at every corner, and they owe every ounce of their success to the players absolutely loving what they have done, and the risks they have taken. And when you have that kind of environment, the developers tend to listen to the player base and create really great content from it. Like right now, it's interesting, like the release that they did for the server costs was it was a little bit like, I feel like maybe it was just the translation. Some of it was like a little bit whiny, but at the same time, they're like, no matter what, we're going to make sure that our players are taken care of. We're going to spend this much money every single month to make sure that they are. A team of 40 people. That was only at the end. It started off with just 4 people. 3 developers and 1 other person. But does your alpha have an alpha? Alright, we're gonna go check one more of these guys. And then we're gonna go take down the bosses again. There's a couple other bosses that I want to do too. I kind of want to... Actually, you know what? Let's go check Suzuku over here, because we're going to need that for breeding, potentially, here in a little bit. So we're going to check these Suzaku alpha spawns over here. Are there good mid-late game ranch pals, or do the ranches just become a way to make eggs for breeding? So there's a bunch of things you can use the ranches for. You can get unlimited eggs, wool, high quality cloth. You can basically get every... So it's basically used for eggs, milk, honey, wool, and high quality cloth. You can also use it for cotton candy and some other things, but the ones that I've already listed are pretty much the most useful. Oh, thank you, Christian. Should I start my builds with alphas since they have the best base stats? They don't have the best base stats, actually. Visually, the alphas will have a higher health in some instances than their counterparts. That's because they have a higher IV calculation than the rest. That does not translate to babies, though. Alphas have the same chance as far as I can... So there's been a bunch of mixed information on YouTube about... Or not on YouTube, on forums and things about luckies and alphas and them quote-unquote having like one perfect IV or higher IV percentages and things like that. None of that's actually true. Every pal in the game that you catch is usually 50% or above on IVs, which means if you're going numerical system of 0 to 100, then it's going to be, 50 above in each stat. Or if you are going percentile, then you're looking at, 15% or above, more often than not 20% or above for attack and defense, and 20% and above, 25% and above for HP. And that's for every single pal you catch in the game, whether it's lucky or not. Alpha doesn't take up a skill slot, so has more potential to get a good roll. Wait, Valerie, what are you talking about there? Either I've had too much whiskey or I have no idea what you're referring to. Get in the ball. I'm not talking about alpha not having lucky. I'm talking about alphas and luckies not having statistically higher IVs than any other pal in the game. Nice, Itsuki. Hell yeah. Oh shoot, I'm out of stamina. Oh! Dude bro got Claposaurus Rexed. Did you hear about the capture bug? Yeah, I've been talking about the capture bug every day for the last 3 days. The one video that you probably saw about the capture bug, probably got it from watching me live stream. You've noticed more lucky spawns too on this server? It's because the increased pal rate. So part of the difficulty that we've added to the game was increased the spawn rate to 2. Most servers are at 1 or 0.5, which honestly the game feels empty at that point. Having 2 is way better, which is going to increase the lucky chance as well. Because you have, you know, double the chance of a lucky spawning. Do you have a sponsorship with G-Portal? If you have an affiliate link with them, I'll use it. I don't. I haven't had a sponsorship with them in a long time. I had it back when I played Ark a lot. But I'm not sponsored by them. I never actually got anything from them the entire time that I have been associated with them in any kind of form. But they are the best server providers that I have ever used so far. So if you have one that you, and this is coming from somebody who had a sponsorship and never got paid, and I still will recommend them over anybody else. Sorry, Tag, my signal is being mean. I'm like 5 minutes behind. Oh, Valerie, you're good, you're good, you're good. How do I feel about a stun baton mid-game? I really liked it for the first 3 minutes that I used it, and then I never used it again. I preferred the rocket launcher for my stun mechanic. G-Portal, if you're looking for a dedicated server host, G-Portal, they have an amazing UI. Incredibly user-friendly, far more than every other server provider available. Their servers are going to run just as bad as every other server for Palworld, so if you're wanting a recommendation for one that's going to run better than any other, all of them run bad right now. That's just the way it is. G-Portal's not going to be any different with that, but the UI and the user experience and the customer service is going to be better than everybody else. I am thick. Super thick. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boo. Have I tried Host Havoc? Yeah, I've used every single server provider out there. I actually have a Host Havoc Palworld server that I never used. Okay, that should help. Alright, so we've got a couple of eggs. We've got an Astagon. We got 2 Astagons. One clearly better than the other. 557. That's garbage. Okay. 500. Oh. Interesting. 443 and 443. Wow. One has way better defense. Alright, let's check out Incineram Knocked. Captured at 43. We're sitting at a right about a 28% IV, which is, this is what I was explaining. Like, most pals are captured around the 50%, like when I say 50% IV, I mean mid-range IV, mid to high range to be fair. This has 470, which is still, that's pretty bad. Defense is 343. This one's particularly bad. We're not gonna look at that one anymore. Is that this one? Whoops. Alright, so here we have 312, 470, 343. Yeah, so the other one is even worse. Both of these are really, really, really bad. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's see what eggs we got. What's my highest donation? That's a weird question to ask. Alright, we got Flame Emperor and Ferocious on that one. That's exactly what we wanted. We got Ferocious. Oh, Logging Foreman and Serious. That can eat pal butts. Oh, we got Ferocious. That's exactly what we needed. That is perfect. Legend and Musclehead. Actually, these Suzaku are proven to be really good luck right now. Did I just ruin it? Sure did. What we got lucky out here? Who wants their cheeks clapped? Baka boy. Cognito. Incognito. So, there's some theories going around that Luckies have perfect IVs, and they don't. I'm gonna prove it right now. What you gonna do with them big fat eggs? Alright, we need to find that Cognito. Alright, let's see what we got in the statistical department here for old Cognito. We are sitting at 1527, so we've got a 30% IV in HP. 276, sitting at a doo-doo attack IV, 18%, and a 200 in defense. 200 in defense. So we got a 30, 18, and 20. Maximum for HP is 50. So that lucky is lay doo-doo. Alright, so we did kind of want to hatch a Musclehead, Flame Emperor, Legend, and Ferocious. And we got a Legend Musclehead. With a Ferocious. And two really garbungo ones. But if we go and look at our Blazy boys... We have got a Flame Emperor, Musclehead, and Mind Form. And so what we really need on here is Legend and Ferocious. We got a Legend Musclehead, we got a Ferocious, and a Flame Emperor Ferocious. So we really need a legend and ferocious pal. So what we need to do... I mean, we could look for a perfect... Honestly, I think what we're going to do is, as a test is I want to see if I can transfer 4 skills at once. I feel like transferring 4 skills at once is quite honestly the worst way to do it. But I haven't tried. I've never actually tried to do... So I want to try and get Ferocious onto a Suzaku. Oh, that's a terrible idea, actually. Hold on. Because we still need to breed it back to one of these dudes. So we got Musclehead and Legend. Musclehead, Legend. If we breed these two together, we get an Aqua with Musclehead, Legend, and Ferocious. And then we're just missing Flame Emperor, which is going to be way easier for us to transfer. Oh, and they're the right sexy time numbers. Let's go. All right. There's logic behind the numbers, okay? There's logic behind the numbers. So essentially, it's way easier to get a Blazamut with Flame Emperor, right? And so the way you want to transfer passive skills is if you want your best chances of transferring said passive skills, having pals with nothing else on it actually really helps. So, like having... So let's say you're breeding a Blazamut with Flame Emperor, Legend, and Musclehead to a pal that has Flame Emperor, Legend, and Ferocious. You're actually doing yourself a disservice because that Legend and Flame Emperor is going to be really hard to transfer because it's on both pals. Doesn't make any sense. You'd think statistically that you'd have a higher chance, but you would be wrong. The logic behind it is I do what I want? No, the logic behind it is I have 300 hours in the game when I've hatched over probably a couple thousand eggs messing with the breeding stuff, and it seems as though the best way to do it is to say you have a pal with 2 gold passives and another pal with 2 gold passives. So it would be like Legend and Fire Emperor and Musclehead and Ferocious, and you make those 2 bang, and then you get one with 4 stars. So that's the best way to do it. Or you do 3 and 1. That's the only option. 2 and 2 and 3 and 1. Right? That's how numbers work? Yeah. Anyways, that's the best way to do it. The best is 2 and 2. 100%. The next best is 3 and 1. Is 4 and 0 really bad? No, 4 and 0 is almost as good as a 2 and 2. Also, a 3 and 0 works really, really well. So basically, 4 and 0 is better than a 2 and 2, in my opinion, from what I've tested so far. Still really hard, though. 2 and 2 is really good, but not as good as a 3 and 0. And a 3 and 1, I think, is better than a 4 and 0. It's honestly just really it's a little bit wonky. I have all the information jotted down, but if I have to, I'll use 3 2 zeros to get 2s and 2s. Yeah, exactly. Like if you can get a pal with that's like a 3 and 0, you'll often get a lot of 2s, and then you breed those 2s to make a 4. Or you can use that 3 and a 1 to make a 4, which works. 2 and 1 is very hard. Yeah, 2 and 1 is bad, but it works. Kato! God, I don't remember what we're looking for with these eggs right now. I think we're looking for all 4 on these eggs. Was that what it was? But I'm doing it the wrongest way possible, perhaps. Ah! We got another Ferocious. Alright, so that pen was the... we're looking for... Oh, we were doing something dumb with this pen. We were trying to transfer IVs and leaving Pyromaniac on there instead of... Oh, I was just trying to get a 3 with high IVs, which, you know what, we're going to stop doing that now. That's not working out. I think I've confirmed that that's the worst way to do it. Yeah, we did get a legend out of it, which is cool. A legend with bad stats. So garbage. Pretty much everything we hatched from that was just bad. Yeah, I was doing some tests with that. That's the worst way to do it. So we got 33. We got Musclehead and Vanguard out of here. I was really hoping to transfer the stats down is what I was trying to do. But that doesn't... It's not an effective way of doing it. Alright, we need to get Burly Body. This pair right here, we're trying to just get a pal with Burly Body. Any reason to let I'm leaving the Scorching Edge in my inventory? No, I just forgot to hatch it. No good reason for that whatsoever, in fact. So what I'm doing with these pals in particular is... what are we doing? There we go. The breeding process hurts my head when worrying about IVs. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Still no transfer of the Burly Body. I know what I need to do to transfer it, but I was really being greedy with this. So I think what I've confirmed... So I've been doing a lot of testing with various things. So I think I've 100% confirmed that trying to transfer passives and IVs at the same time throughout the breeding process is really, 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 really bad. It doesn't make any sense. So what you should be doing is creating a pal. So there's 2 optimal ways to do this. And you know what? I'm gonna wait until to make a video on it. Because it's so hard to explain during a live stream without all the numbers kind of in front of you. So I'm gonna wait to explain it. There's gonna be a video out in the next day and a half, probably. I just got a 36, 30, 30, but no passive. Save it. Aiden, does that have no passives, like, at all? Or did you not get any of the passives that you wanted? Because that is a phenomenal pal. Do not throw that thing away. Like, especially if it has no passives at all. If you got a 36, 30, 30 with absolutely no passives on it, you should be the most excited person in the world right now. Don't let someone steal your research. Yeah, exactly. I'm not I'm not going to talk about it during the live stream. You got 2? Like 2 that you wanted? Or 2 random ones? Swit and 1 trash. Just save it. Save it for the video. It's not going to be out tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got a mining video coming out because everybody keeps asking me about the god dang best miners, and I'm going to lose my freaking mind if I have to answer that question again. Because everybody keeps spreading really bad information over the internet about which freaking miners you should use. Can I leave this, please? Mayhap? We need cake! Also, Kato, how have you been enjoying Palworld? Has it been scratching the cozy itch? We have no cake anywhere. The cake of cake is cake. It's clearly dig twice. I think I'm gonna... See, this one right here is the best stats that I've gotten on a Shadowbeak so far. 33, 29, 28. As far as the health goes, I haven't gotten a higher than 33 on the health yet. And I was really trying to just get those IVs with Burly Body. But the problem is I'm trying to breed it with things that have 4 of 4, with none of which being good passives. So that's the bad way to do it. So I think we're going to actually remove this. We've got so many decent Shadowbeaks already, too. Alright, we're going to make some... Ooh, we got all the salad in the world already. Should you take Catrus on your team? You can make anything on your team. Like, truly. Like, if you have a favorite pal, just use it. Doesn't matter what anybody else says, what any other content creator says, when anybody else... If you like something, make it OP. The thing that I find most fun in this game is taking some of the weakest things in the game and making them stronger than everything else. And you can do that. That's what I love about this game. You can literally... Like, I made a video on a sweeper being the end... Like, it is truly the strongest pal in the game. It is stupid. Is it a little weird to set up? Sure. It's not, you're not going to find anything stronger. And I did that with bad IVs, turns out. Can you transfer bad IVs from a bad pal to a good pal? Yeah. Please, for the love of God, check out my IV video. It's going to set you up until I have the next video that comes out on what you should be doing with IVs. But yes, you can transfer IVs, you can upgrade IVs. I'm going to start calling them mutations, I think, like IV mutations. Like, I wish we could come up with a better name for IVs, but that's kind of just the way it's called for these hidden statistical increases, so. All right, let's see what we get. We're looking for 3 golds on this bad boy. We don't care about IVs. We're just looking for 3 golds. We got Musclehead and Legend. It can eat my butt. We want Ferocious. Ferocious being the more important one. Yeah, we've already got a 38, 21, 30. This dude's going to be a freaking monster. And we've already got Flame Emperor on here. Ugh, okay. All I can think about is intravenous every time you say IV. We're going to head back out here shortly. I just want to check the IVs of these bad boys, see what we got. I'm hoping that this one right here, having the Ah, shit. Really? You're gonna do me dirty like this? Man. Pretty sure, like, some of these Shadowbeaks have just been... I've had really bad luck with, also haven't really been trying with the Shadowbeak, so we got low HP, but I think... Everything's low, and turns out. 189? Yeah, I think I've confirmed my theory at this point. I've been using Shadowbeaks to test the theory that I had with IV transfers, and I'm 99% sure I've confirmed my IV transfer theory at this point. I've hatched, I think, maybe 200 Shadowbeak eggs with varying results. So we have Musclehead and Vanguard on this 33-28-28. Which is pretty good. We've got Burly Body and Legend. We're going to breed these two together. And this is kind of where we're going to end this one, because I have an idea. So the IVs never falls out of the range of the parents? No, that's not true at all. You can get I'm going to call them mutations because I don't know what else to call it. You can call it outliers, but mutations a little bit easier. I've bred a 45, 30, 30 parents with a, let's say, I think it was like a 28, 28, 28, something like that. It was really close. And I got a 2 in attack. But then I've also bred low-level pals, like with lower IVs, and I've gotten max IVs out of it. They're outliers. They're very low rates to be able to have that happen, but it does happen. We have Vanguard. Shoot, wait. Got Legend and Burly Body. Then we need Musclehead and... Shoot. I want to test something with transferring, like, the transfer rate of 4 stats on one. Just Legend and Ferocious? No, we need Ferocious and Musclehead on one. I think we have one. I think the best way to go about... Musclehead, Ferocious. Is this a male and a female? No, it's 2 females. That's a male. Ooh. Okay, wait. And we have just a Ferocious. Oh, they both have poo defense. God dang it. I haven't checked IVs, but I got an Astagon with Ferocious, Legend, and Lucky and Musclehead. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Reddit this weekend, full of pals with highest IVs. Yeah, that sounds about right. Y'all gonna do the dance with no pants over here? Oh, hell yeah, Mike. That's freaking phenomenal. Congrats. This game seems like longevity for min-maxers, but I was never one to go deep into breeding in survival games. I just tweak settings if I want good things for raid bosses like an Ark. But why do that? Like, that just burns the content for you. Like, why make the endgame easier when you have mechanics in the game that make it easier for you? Like, if you love a game, wouldn't you want to prolong the time that you have to play in it? What I would recommend doing is, instead of making the end game easier by like lowering rates or things like that, like just make the egg hatching faster. Increase the number of spawns in the world so you have more chances to play the game it was meant to be played. Like, don't spawn things in, but still be able to get your enjoyment out of the game with increased rates in a way that allows you to keep playing the game. And that's what we've done on the server. That's why I'm hosting the instant hatching rates for the servers for these 2 days. I need cake. Can you not do the salad, please? I'm more of a builder than a breeder. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I fully support, like, enjoy the game the way that it's meant to be played. For sure. And you don't need to get perfect IVs or perfect passives to beat the game. Like, the game is pretty easy as it stands right now. Man, I really hate when that machine gun glitches out like that. It's a freaking nightmare. completely missed Kato's response to my question because I think I was going on a tirade of breeding stuff. Also, if y'all haven't checked out Kato's channel, I highly, highly recommend it. I love Palworld. I think I've made it pretty cozy. Yeah, your videos have popped off, Kato. It's freaking amazing. Like, I saw when you released it, and I was like, okay, that's really good for, like, the first day. And then, like, it's just continued to trend. It's freaking amazing. And I love seeing, like, I feel like most creators get stuck in that whole mode of getting locked to one game, but you can move to different games. Like, yeah, like easy base build, 224,000 views. What? At 78 on the next one, 148 on the next one, and then 62. Oh my, Kato, you're freaking killing it. That's phenomenal. If you haven't checked out Kato's channel, if you're interested in any kind of things other than the hardcore stupid stuff that I do, definitely make sure to check out Kato. She streams every day as well. And awesome. They have for sure. It's kind of crazy. No, it's freaking phenomenal. And the best part is you've carved out your own niche in a game that's popping off, and that's what most people fail to realize that they can do no matter what at any point in time. And you're killing it. It's so awesome to see. It's super awesome to see that you like transition away from, like, you figured out what you love in gaming and you figured out how to transition that into other games too. And like that's the most important thing for longevity that most creators never figure out. So you are doing phenomenal. I've bred lucky, ferocious, muscle-head Anubis with 2330 ooh, nice. Frostallion, my worst enemy, Desmond, no. Love the Frostallion. Dude be catching pals illegally in the sanctuary. That's where you gotta go. For some of that good. Okay, I checked out the IVs on my Ascon 27, 26, 25. That's actually really good. I know you're probably thinking, oh, it's not max, but that's statistically extremely good. You have amazing audio quality. What filters do you use in OBS? I actually have all of my filters turned off. I used filters for a while because everybody was complaining about the bass in my voice, but lo and behold, like, so I had an issue with a lot of static apparently. And I was trying to it's the microphone. I use an SM7B, and I also, for my mixer, I have it is a Rode Podcaster Pro, I believe is what it's called. And I have no other filters other than I have like a enhanced, like a slight enhancement to the highs, and that's about it. And I cut out, I don't use any other filters because apparently it causes problems. So it's a nice mic. The SM7B, it's pretty much the standard. There's really, like, if you're gonna buy a mic, there's no reason to buy any other ones. Like, most people are gonna buy like $100 mic, a $200 mic, a $300 mic. They're gonna get all the things in between, and then they're gonna end up buying an SM7B anyways. So just save the money and just get one because it's the best. Oh, also Zircon. Yeah, no, that was actually one of my problems. I had a cloud lifter, and I had the cloud lifter combined with my preamp, so that way I didn't have to like up the gain too much. And apparently my cloud lifter was causing a lot of static problems. I took it out of the chain, and all of the static went away. Well, I did that, and I changed my compressor, so I have no compressor anymore. I have no audio changes whatsoever. And so I just use the SM7B straight to the to my mixer, and I don't use the cloud lifter anymore because the preamp in the mixer that I use is actually really good. But apparently the cloud lifter was causing a lot of static. I tested a whole bunch of different cables, a whole bunch of different. I have 3 different cloud lifters, And apparently, I have 2 cloud lifters that were providing not clean gain, which is weird because they're super expensive and they're supposed to provide you with like a clean gain to your mic. And they have been causing the majority of the static, which is crazy. But I have a bunch of cats and maybe some water got in there, so maybe all of my cloud lifters are bad, I guess. You have a Cremis with perfect stacks. Can I transfer that to any pal like Frostallion? Rosie, you have a... You know, we're going to take a second to help out Rosie. Rosie. You legitimately have a Cremis with perfect stats. Like, you have max IVs, like 50% HP and 30 attack and defense. I will take time out of my day to help you out right now if that's true. Save the fluffy Eevee. I will legitimately take a portion out of my day to show you how to transfer that Cremis to every other pal in the game if you want. No, just use the perfect Cremis. It's a perfect little boy. So this is going to kind of blend into the video that I was already going to make. So there's, you know, a solid chance somebody's watching that's going to steal all my hard work, but I'll do it. It's 50, 30, 30. Don't do it. Oh, I'm going to do it. Cremis is OP. Rosie, you're leaving us hanging here. But spoiler alert, if you can get one perfect IV pal in the game, this is why I think most people are like, oh my god, not this shit again with the IVs. But the fact is, with Palworld, you can transfer stats from any pal in the game to anything else in the game. So, spoiler it, if you think for a second, you can't do that with Pokemon, but you can do that in Palworld. I'm so sorry, I'm talking hypotheticals. I don't have that. I'm just asking if I should be looking for good low-level ones. Yeah. So I took a nearly perfect Foxbarks, and I made a nearly perfect... So I already have a... So I took my pal that I took at the that I caught at the beginning of the game, and I transferred all of those IVs and passive skills to an endgame pal. So yes, it's possible, and I highly recommend it. The thing that I love about Palworld is your early game investments carry through the rest of the game. And you just need to keep that in mind. So if you're just getting into Palworld now, or you've been playing for a little bit, and you had a favorite pal at the beginning of the game, check their IVs, check their passive skills. Because you can actually, like, those pals that you've had investment in your entire playthrough, maybe from the beginning of the game, maybe they're not the end-all, be-all pal in the game. Maybe you're still using them. Maybe you have an attachment to them. They're still going to be useful through crossbreeding and, well, just crossbreeding. But to be fair, like, most early game pals are still incredibly useful. And that's what I love about Palworld, is they have you can very clearly see that the developers of this game have been trying to figure out a way to make every pal in the game useful in its own way, which is not the way Pokemon works. So you could have... So the only ones that I would say this is a problem with would be Chickpea and Lamball. But any pal past Chickpea and Lamball, you can literally breed up. It's going to take some time. It's an investment. But in many ways, it's a worthwhile investment. I killed that Ozark. No one has a good video on pal fluids. Kill pals that are water-based. Stomp them into the ground and succeed. Like, literally go to any beginning zone, stomp penguins and Celeres into the ground. Bam, 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 Shablam! Tyr, leave me alone. There's only 3 cats in the house now, and you take up the equivalent of 3 cats. Tyr is more aggressive with his love than 3 cats combined. Cannot find him home. Best cat in the world. Can you actually change your world settings on your server afterwards? Wait, huh? Serena, wait. Serena, I was not trying to give you the most basic answer ever. Can you re-ask your question, please? And I will answer it in the most detail possible, I promise. Any info how a 4-star Osirk does for farming Palflute? Wait, what? It doesn't matter what pal you use for farming Palfluid. My recommendation is, I'll show you right now. I'll show you visually. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna not farm up my Bushi, and I'm gonna help you out right now. I'm gonna show you the 3 pals that I recommend. Osark increases drop rates for water. Oh, you know. It depends on your... You go to the Goblin area. So the Goblin area is really good, which is... It's one of these fast travel points, right? It's Gobfin's turf, right? Because there's a bunch of Gobfins around here. That works, but... So the problem with this game is the higher level the pal doesn't equate to more resources, right? If you have... What I recommend doing... I'll show you right now. Like, this is how I farm up pal fluid. And, I have my pal rates turned to 2. I've often had them turned to 3, which is incredibly difficult at a high level, but incredibly beneficial for low-level pal hunting. So you get a give and a take. But what I do is I go to this area right here. So anywhere where there's a beach, there's going to be pals that drop pal fluid. And I just go to this area. I go to this area right here, or I go onto the beaches of this island or this island. Lower level, the better, in my opinion, because they're going to drop the same amount of pal fluid. It doesn't matter what level you are. They drop the same amount of resources, so you might as well just curb stomp some low-level pals, right? So what I do is I take a pal, I take a deer or a fanglope, or literally anything that can run over any other pals. And I don't fight them. I don't use abilities. I don't... Like, so Osark is great because it drops more resources, right? But you end up having to actually fight them or use your own resources or stab them to death or whatever it is. Sorry, my server runs like poo-poo right now because we got 13 FPS and there's really no fix for it. The way I personally farm pal fluids is I go to low-level zones and I run them over. So I go to this area, I go to this area, and I go to these 2 islands up here, and I just run over anything that drops ice or drops water. I just run them over. I don't fight them. If they would spawn, I would show you right now. There we go. Look at these penguins. This is what I do. That's it. I don't use any other pals. I use a pal that can run shit over, and I just curb stomp them into the ground until I get my fluids. And that you can start doing that at like level 20. It's stupid. You don't have to be level 50 for that. You just run them over. So I would recommend getting an Eikthydir or a Fanglope would be the two best like low level pals for it, and then obviously as you level up, then you can use higher level pals. But just go to low level zones and run over penguins. Do 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 boo boo boo. That's how you get ice organs. That's how I recommend farming up every item that you need in the game. You need flame organs, curb stuff. Literally do the same thing to fox sparks. You need ice organs, do it to any ice pal or water pal. You need electric, run over sparkets. Like it's super easy to farm up all these resources. I should probably do a video on it, but I thought it was so basic. Ah! Ugh! Oh god, it's so close to being perfect. Oh my god. Flame organs are ranchable, that's true. You can get a flambell. Or you could just curb stomp some foxbark. Curb stomp pals. Kato's next video. Curb stomping pals for the it goes from cozy to curb stomping real quick. Ooh, ferocious legend and musclehead. That is very close to what we were looking for. Real tone shift on Kato's content. Title it Curb Stomping Pals for Resources. Honestly, you should do it. Kato, I'll give you all the info for that video if you make it. And I just want to see people go, what? Is it possible to breed a lucky trait to a jet dragon? No, it's not. Unless you get a lucky jet dragon, which I don't even know if it's possible. No, it's not because they're alphas. I have to relog. Permanent combat music. Curb stomp with the cutest pals like the alpaca. Exactly. Anyways, I don't know if I scared that particular human away. If I did scare you away, I apologize. But I hope I answered your question to a sufficient extent. I really, really didn't mean to answer it in a rude kind of way. If you're wondering why the screen is black, it's because, want some help? Question mark. Okay. The screen is black because I'm trying to log into my own server and there's no way to do it without actually showing the IP and password. So, yeah. How do I get rid of my wanted status? Log out and log back in. Some people were saying that if you fast travel back to your base, that works. I feel like that works on single player, but on multiplayer online mode, it does not seem to work. How to curb stomp pals, the cozy edition. Wait, Kato, you gotta use the cutest pal in the game to be like the cozy way to curb stomp pals to victory. Where you're using the cutest pal in the game and getting all the resources by just stomping every weaker pal into the ground. The King Baka bulldozer. I could make a thumbnail so pretty, I'm sure. Your thumbnails have been on point with this. My thumbnails are garbage. I've always hidden my thumbnails. Why y'all not making the babies? Y'all ain't got no cake, you dirty little non-cake eaters. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Big Chungus strikes again. Do you have to get a certain level to get legendary schematics? No, not at all. Just luck. It's just luck. Alright, I don't remember what we're looking for out of these 2 eggs. Let's take a gander at our pals here. We've got Ferocious and Muscle. Oh, so we're trying to get Musclehead and Ferocious out of this one. Will it succeed first try? No, it won't. What are we trying to get out of you? Trying to get Legend and Burly Body onto a Musclehead and Poop Guard. That worked so well. So, my next theory that I want to test is I want to catch... We've been trying to catch Shadowbeak this whole stream. We haven't gotten a single one to spawn yet. I have some theories around breeding that I haven't 100% confirmed yet. But... I think we're about to. We just need a Shadowbeak to spawn. Oh, what the person actually asked was, does Osark's partner skill get you more drops if you level up the stats? I mean, I wouldn't use Osark to begin with. It sends electricity into foes' wounds, roasting them from the inside out. While fighting together, water pals drop more items when defeated. So yes. I'm assuming, I haven't done this, but if it works like every other, if it drops 1 to begin with, or 2 to begin with, then you level it up again, it's going to do nothing. Then you level it up 1 more time, it's probably going to drop 3 instead of 2. And then I'm assuming it's between a maximum of 4 to 5 if you level it up all the way. But I would rather curb stomp more pals faster than have a higher drop rate, because you actually have to have the pal out and fighting for this passive skill to even work, or partner skill to even work. And you can't ride it. So my opinion on this is you can't ride it. To get it to level 5, you're gonna get... It's just like the ranch pals. The minigun is still there. I know. It's just like the ranch pals. Like, you can get 120 chickapees and turn it into 1 gangster chickapee that can get you 3 to 5 eggs per minute. Or you could just catch 8 chickapees and get, 8 eggs per minute. Or if you want to go crazy, you can get 120 chickapees, and instead of breeding them into 1 chickapee, you could just put 120 chickapees into a ranch and get 120 eggs per minute. And I feel like that's my same method with just curb stomping the water pals into the ground and just kill more faster, Because having to go, with an Orsark, you'd have to actually use it in combat. You can't ride it, which means you can't order it what to do, which means I'd rather punch myself in the nuts than possibly think of using Orsark for farming pal fluid. If you use, any kind of pal that just runs over the low-level stuff, you can farm up 100 pal fluid in, 5 minutes. Let me rephrase that. 10 to 15 minutes. I used homing launcher and turned up to 3x pal spawn rate to 2 OP chickpeas so I can have it not take an entire base. So I'm set forever. What I do is so I have 3 bases, right? My first base is a breeding base with ranches, and I do that for cakes. My second base is ore, is an ore base, and I just add another ranch to there. And when my ore miners are on cooldown, I just add whatever else I need to that base. So if you effectively have your mining base set up right, they're gonna be doing nothing 90% of the time. And just take them out and fill them up with whatever you're missing. You just put 2 to 3 ranches in that area, take out all your miners when they have nothing to mine, and then fill it up with everything else that you need. And it's stupid efficient. It's incredible how much stuff you can farm up if you just kind of like optimize like what's doing what at any point in time. And the best thing about the, like, especially if you're playing the game and you have an ore base, your ore base is doing nothing while you play. But the ranches, on the other hand, they will continuously work while you're playing. So what I recommend doing is if you have an ore base, while you're actively playing the game and not sitting at your base, replace all of your ore pals with pals that are going to farm stuff up for you. Whatever pal that may be. And then when you go AFK or you're done for the night, just stay logged in and replace all of your, you know, your ore mining pals with other things. And then, and profit. How does my Frostallion have so much HP? It's a Alpha Frostallion. I thought you could ride Orzerk. It doesn't say you can. Nope. Alphabet Stallion. Yeah. I just use a maxed out Digtoise with all work speed traits. Uses active from the headband. He can farm 8 ores in 6 coal spots in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Actually, MS, thank you for that info. I haven't maxed... Did you max out your Digtoise? So I'm assuming... Yeah, so you did the PAL condensation, which means... Instead of getting more ore per ore, he's just breaking the ores faster. So if you're actively farming ore, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You're not getting a benefit from the work speed, you're just getting a benefit from Digtoise's actual ability from PAL condensation. I don't know why my stamina's not rejuvenating right now. Yeah, MS, the work speed stats aren't going to be doing anything there for you, but the full PAL condensation is what I haven't invested time into. I can't regenerate stamina. There it is. Astagon is OP for ore. Astagon, so the worst way to farm ore in the game is to be actively participating in the ore farming. So if you want the worst way to farm ore, you can use a Digtoise, or you can use an Astagon. The problem with Astagon and Digtoise as farming, like as legitimate passive ore farmers, is they both break. Digtoise being very broken, where it won't farm ore at all. Astagon will eventually get depressed and work at half speed, but then also doesn't collect all of your resources for you. Man, nothing's spawning good today. Alright, let's move out of here. So they're the best active pals to mine, but that's the worst way to mine. My recommendation is if you need ore, just leave your game running through the night with either Anubis or Blazamuts. Like, you'll never need ore again. Just like when you're done playing for the night, log out on your ore base with Anubis and Blazamuts, and you will never need ore again. Like, don't log out. Like, just leave your game running while you're there. You got a perfect one Blazamut, 31, 30, 30. Well, HP, the max is 50. My views on effigy capture rate decrease bug? It sucks. I don't know why that's a question. Why would I... Like, the only view I could have on that is, that sucks. Just used my 36, 30, 30 and my 25, 20, 30 and got another 36, 30, 30. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, the PAL transfer rates for IVs is above 50%. So, what probably happened there is you transferred the health and the defense, and then the one with the defense max transferred their stats, and you ended up with another max, which is exactly what you want. Neos, there's no way for you to tell if your Blazamut at level 1 has perfect IVs. It's going to show as perfect, but once you level up, it's probably not going to be. Ouch. Not enough cake. This is Kato's fault. Kato stole all the cake. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Legend, Ferocious, and Musclehead. Ooh. Oh, that was beautiful. Alright, so we got a Suzuku Akko with Legend, Musclehead, and Ferocious. It is a female. And take those out. So you can see that was like, what, 5 eggs from that batch to do that? So we now need to breed this with... So we got 33, 29, and 22. And a 38, 21, 30 with Flame Emperor. We got a male and female. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try and max out these IVs. We've got Flame Emperor, Musclehead, and Mindform. We really don't care about that. So all of you voted the other day to try and breed a redonkulous Blazamut. And we're going to do that right now. So we know that we're going to transfer... That's the story of my life right there. Trying to make babies and they just go to sleep. That's just rude. Can we try that again? Alright, let's do one at a time. Hiya! Ah! Gotta catch them before they get the pajamas on. God dang it! Ah! Just sleep. Ape, thanks for playing on a solo server. Oh, God. Good job, buddy. Being so helpful. Ape's out here thinking I'm freaking the dumbest person on earth. Got him. Oh, what the hell? Anyone who ain't Team Dig Toys can't be smart. You should watch my stream from like 3 days ago where I show where if you like Dig Toys, you probably need to go to a mental asylum. Asylum? You need to go to that old mental asylum. Don't breed a night. I'm playing on a... Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna look real close at you if you're watching right now, okay? Just real close. We're gonna get even closer. I'm not an idiot. If I was playing solo, I would skip the night, okay? I'm looking at the same screen you are. I can tell it's nighttime. If I could sleep, I would sleep, okay? I would go to bed right now. I can tell. All of my pals are sleeping. I would go to sleep if I could, okay? I'm not an idiot. Anyways, let's continue on with the video today. Or the stream, or... It's easy, bro. Just go to sleep. Just breed dark type. See? That's a big brain move right there. I mean, they stay asleep. I've seen the bug. Yeah, no, I know about the bug. I do believe I know about that old bug right there. Wait, that's actually 5-head? Yeah, at nighttime, just breed the ones that don't go to sleep. Breed the, like, that's why our Shadowbeak are still laying eggs right now. All right, what are we trying to do with you? Oh, we're trying to get Musclehead. Oh, God, you have Vanguard, you suck. Musclehead. Speak of the devil and you shall receive. Getting Vanguard on a garbage pal. That's the bit. Look, I know I'm slowly descending into madness. Okay, like y'all don't need to tell me. Like I'm slowly but surely sleep. Wait, everybody's trying to sleep. Wait, is everybody trying to sleep on the server? If we could get everybody on the server to sleep right now, I would literally do the most naughty things. I don't have... Wait. I would give everybody on the server a back alley hand job right now. I'm gonna make a roof. There ain't nobody. No way, no how. Everybody in the server is trying to sleep right now. Ain't no way. Plus, it's almost morning. Hear them birds out there doing bird noises and shit? It's morning. It's all Kato's fault. a skill issue. Oh, God. I'm way too thick for this bed. Look at this nasty body trying to sleep in bed. Bird, bird, bird. We got Legend, Ferocious, and Musclehead on a level 6 blue boy. I don't care about the IVs, but I just want to know, you know? They're not good, is the moral of that story. But it doesn't matter. So we're trying to get... We're trying to do the things, right? We're so close. We're so close. We're so close to multiple different, like, good things. The problem being, I'm slowly running out of room because I have made the Shadowbeaks do the dance with no pants for far too long. Legend, Ferocious, and Musclehead we have on here. God. The Shadowbeaks. They're out of freaking control. All right, anyways. All right, we got to go back to the Thunderdome. Y'all lay an egg yet? Anybody else laying an egg before we get out of Dodge? Condensing time? Yeah, we're going to be... I'm just breeding Shadowbeaks at this point to just condense them because I cannot seem for the life of me to find them on the Sanctuary. And I don't want to breed... I mean, I'm breeding for them, so I might as well try and breed for IVs at the same time. You suck. You suck. You really freaking suck. More like shadow freaks, am I right? Oh my god. Will I be playing Enshrouded later tonight? Should I play Enshrouded later tonight? Y'all want to see some Enshrouded? How many of you would you watch me play Enshrouded? It's another survival game. You might enjoy it. You never know. I'm so happy that that noise still exists in my life. I did promise an Enshrouded stream. I did. I promised an Enshrouded stream. Can I enslave animals in it? I don't think so. But look, I'm being nice to all my pals, okay? Being a good boy to all my pals. I treat them with kindness and respect. So essentially, Enshrouded is another survival game. So if you compare Enshrouded and Palworld, Palworld, in my opinion, has more gameplay. But if you like survival games, Enshrouded is the better survival game. I'm not enjoying any other game right now. Well, that sounds like a personal problem there, buddy. Buckaroo. But no, I don't got D&D tonight. We can do an Enshrouded stream if we want. I'll do a poll. We got 1,523 people watching, and if we all vote, then we'll have a good idea. I know it's like, look, it's not the American election, okay? You don't have to vote for the next president. I know none of you are going to do that, but maybe you want to vote for what you watch next, which is way more important. So, like, just click the vote thing. Ooh. There we go. There's the new poll. Where do you find tomato seeds? You can find tomato seeds at a dude, bro. One of the... You can buy them? I forget who drops them, though. I'm not actually sure. What does Tag want to play? Well, I should have played Enshrouded a long time ago. I should have played Enshrouded when it released, but I've been so unbelievably addicted to Palworld that I haven't. Ooh, Workaholic, the most useless of stats. Bosanda drops the tomato seeds. Nice. I feel like Bushi has potential for being a pretty great pal. It is easier to buy the tomato seeds for sure. I just want some freaking ooh, wait. Some Shadowbeaks. I just want some Shadowbeaks to spawn. We can go fight. What time is it right now? It's almost 8. Streaming for 2.5 hours. Would it be better to breed for skills and get a male and female with all 4 skills than breed those 2 until you can max IVs? No, absolutely not. I will have a video out for it soon. The best way to do it. I have a little bit more testing. I'm going to be up till about 6 a.m. tonight, finishing out the testing on IVs and passive skills. I'm 90% sure I know the best method, but I haven't fully gotten to test it yet because it's super nerdy and it takes a long time to figure out. But I'm 99% sure I know the best way to do it, and there'll be a video out within the next 2 days. If I can do it tonight, I'm gonna do it tonight. But I think I'm gonna need an extra day because I want to verify all the results before I actually release a video on it. Wow, no, I'm not cool is at 37%. That means less than 60% of you want to watch a new game. Well, 60% of you want to watch a new game. 6 a.m. Yeah, I've been going to bed about 6 a.m. every day. I feel like the rare pals are not spawning, and I don't know why they're not spawning either. Because we should be getting either Astagon, Blazamut, or Shadowbeak here, and they're just not spawning. Nobody checked the dev codes on how breeding works. Jackie, do you feel like sharing that question? Or is it a question and not like a sassy question, you know? They may have moved Shadowbeak to nighttime secretly. I don't think so, because I've definitely caught it during the daytime. Leave the render and come back. That's what I'm doing right now. Speaking of which, I will be right back. I need to use the pouty. Pretty sad voter turnout. No, I'm not cool at 41%. Dang. Only 347 votes. Yeah, that's not indicative of anything. Look, you know what? The one thing we know about the U.S. population is we don't like voting. But then we all like to complain about the things that result from our not voting. So, we're going to play some Enshrouded in a little bit. Tag's an amazing streamer no matter what game he plays. He normally mixes games and does back and forth, so I vote yes. Oh yeah, we're going to play it. If there's one thing that I've learned about votes is nobody knows what the hell they're doing. So we're going to play Enshrouded, and we're going to have some fun in a little bit after we're done with this live stream. And if you want to check it out, cool. If you don't, then, I don't know. Don't? Anyone made a base next to the 4 chests in the city area? That's one of the best places to get chests in the game, but I don't know if you build on that spot if it despawns them. I vote so I can plan when my vote was useless. There we go. It's a big brain plan right there. Man, the server is very laggy tonight. I gotta figure out what's going on with that. Anybody that's playing on the members server, if you're experiencing a lot of lag tonight, I am sorry. I don't think I have a lot to do to fix it, but I do recognize that it sucks. I'm crocheting. Ooh, you're crocheting? Nice. What you making? Alright, so we're gonna go hunt the 2 alpha Blazamut. Maybe we'll get the legendary schematic, but the real goal... It's okay, some of us grew up on dial-up internet. Look, me too. I don't know what wanna slide an egg means. I feel like I don't appreciate the terminology there. It's a bit odd. You're making a shawl. Where's my shawl? I want a shawl. Oh, shoot. You just set up your P.O. box and I'll make you one. Yeah, I'm going to be moving soon, though, so I don't want to set up a P.O. box just yet. Need to sell this house and make a good move, and then maybe then I will set up a P.O. box again. Oh, that was a lay poo poo Blazamut, that's for sure. Oh, nice, Sao. Congrats. Hell yeah. I'm down for Enshrouded, but I'm not cool, so I was backed against a corner. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, do we have cake somewhere? What's my go-to water type pal? I don't have one. I feel like all water types in this game are pretty garbage. So these two right here, this is like our end game. Wait, why do these two exist right now? What? What did I do? That shouldn't... What? Was I just trying to make a Flame Emperor here? Oh my god. As low as it can get. A 36,128. Alright, so let's look at what we got. So I know we got a Musclehead Legend. We got Musclehead, Flame Emperor, and Legend. We got Legend, Ferocious, and Musclehead. That's what we got on a level 6 Suzaku. I'm 90% sure we checked its IVs and it was poo. But let's at least rename it Potential. Because that's got 3 of the skills. Our goal right now, I think, is to get a Blazamut with just Flame Emperor on it. Yeah, if we can get... Like, this is like the perfect combo right now to try and get what we want. We got Ferocious, Legend, and Musclehead again on this one. Just want to get some levels on that real quick. We're going to do Enshrouded in a little bit, for those of you that want to join in. So Enshrouded, if you like survival games, Enshrouded is a new survival game that is that just released the other day. It's got great reviews. Let's see how the concurrent player count has been doing. Enshrouded Steam charts. 91,000 in game at the moment. Pretty good. 84% good reviews. What's Palworld at right now? I have played Enshrouded, and it's really good. I absolutely love it. It's a really great survival game. Oh wow, this is the lowest player count I've seen for Palworld in a while. 613 in game, but it's got 93% good reviews. It's pretty great. You're playing it now. You're playing Enshrouded right now. Let me see if I can come up with a good thumbnail for Enshrouded, because we'll do it right after the stream. I was going to bounce right into it. So that way we can get, hopefully, a bunch of Palworld players maybe checking out Enshrouded too. Because I do think it's a really good game. I've played it before it released. I played it in beta, and I also had early access to it. I think it's a really, really... I think it's a really great game. I think it's arguably the better quote-unquote survival game, but Palworld has the survival and the PAL, like the monster collecting part that's like super duper addictive. Like, it's one of the reasons that I fell in love with Ark. Yeah, no, 600k is a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, 600k is a lot of people for Palworld, but it's actually the lowest Palworld has been for a peak for a certain amount of time. Surprisingly, which is saying a lot about Palworld. The fact that Palworld at its lowest point so far is still 3 times like some of the next, not only 3 times, but so 3 times the next survival game's peak concurrent like players is insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm not saying anything bad about like Palworld at all right now. All right, we're waiting on eggs. I'm setting up the Enshrouded stream because I've been wanting to play Enshrouded for a while and I've put it off. I know I need to record like 2 or 3 videos tonight. Stamp is actually coming for a visit this week too, so like I know I need to get ahead in content and whatnot, but game for Palworld will stay for Enshrouded. Hell yeah. Go live. We're going to finish that. We're going to do Enshrouded just after the stream. We still have a little bit more to go in this one, but create new Enshrouded release. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Got the title, got the thumbnail, and then we're going to work on trying to finish out our goal for this stream. Where's the stream going to be? Just right here. Like, I'm going to set it up so all of you get transferred right to it if you want. The nice thing about YouTube is you can transfer right to things too. Character to be watching that booty. Red Bull for getting ahead on vids. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna be up super late tonight, but I have a bunch more testing to do. All right, public. What time is it right now? 8. Never seen Enshrouded content. Excited to discover a new game. Oh hell yeah! Like look, like Palworld is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to turn y'all off of Palworld, but I do want to check out this game because it's also very, very good, and I'd like to check it out. So we're gonna schedule that stream for 8:15. We'll do this for a couple more minutes. All of you all will be able to transfer to this new stream if you so desire. Chris, thank you for coming to Majestic Bean. Thank you very, very, very much. All right, there we go. All right, let's finish this up. So we're basically gonna go from this stream to the next one. So if y'all want to hang out, cool. We still got a couple more eggs to hatch for these boys that we've been trying to get. Maybe we get super lucky on these Blazamuts at the end, though. That would be freaking ridiculous. Oh, man, that lag. Brutal. Oh! Oh my god, we got exactly what we wanted. Oh my god. Okay, wait. This is actually stupid freaking good. Alright, we're gonna take both of these out. I do kind of want to see... I kind of want to see what the IVs are. Oh my god. Hi, Tier. I wonder what kind of music plays at your PAL box. The headbangs are strong. I need sleep. Don't stay up till 6 a.m. You can't tell me what to do. Let's see if this thing at level 7. What do we got? We got 983. Which means we're sitting at 38. 160. 167. Oh no. Defense 126. So we're sitting at a 38,321. Okay. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine. Alright, what we need to do, I'm going to put this away. So we got Flame Emperor. But what we want to breed it with, we got a Flame Emperor male. That's a big bummer. Ooh, there we go. So you see what I'm trying to do is I've got this with 3 golds, and I'm trying to transfer the 1 gold to make a 4 gold. Now this is easily the worst way to do it for a couple different reasons. One, I have a random stat on this one of the power of Gaia. It's going to cause some problems. It's going to take a lot of eggs to actually get all 4 on 1, unless we're really lucky. What I recommend doing is so right now I have 4. I have 4 on 1, but I have 3 good and 1 bad on 1, and I have 1 good on 1. That's a really bad way to do it. The best rates that I've seen so far is doing 2 and 2, where you have 2 gold and 2 gold, and only those 2 gold and 2 gold. But we're gonna try it anyways. I mean, this could end up being very, very good for us, though. So what I'm going to do is, like, when we're playing Enshrouded, I'm still going to have this game open. I'm still going to be running this because I want to keep breeding through all the eggs that we have hatching, because I think we're on track to finish our Shadowbeaks and Blazamut at the same time. So if you do end up watching our Enshrouded playthrough, which we're going to start here in about 12 minutes, stick around, because we're still going to be tossing to and from Enshrouded and this one. So if you're just completely obsessed with Palworld, you're still going to get Palworld content even in the next stream. So just stick around. Store pals in viewing stands. Viewing stands don't exist anymore on multiplayer servers. All right, we need more cake. My Enshrouded playthrough is fresh. You're going to be watching from the beginning of the game. I have not... So I've played the game before. I've played it both in beta and early access. But the stream you watch of me doing it is going to be 100% fresh. And I have not played it. So I don't know what they've added. I don't know any... Is this super laggy or is there 15 in there? What's going on here? These are the ones that we need a lot of, because this is the potential end game. Got 18 here. All right, I feel like we're good with the cakes. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream here. We're going to be playing Enshrouded in 10 minutes. We're going to be playing Enshrouded in 10 minutes. I need to get water. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to feed my cats. And then we're going to be playing Enshrouded, but we're also going to be checking in on all of our Palworld breeding at the same time. So if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate your support. Feel free to subscribe for more Palworld actual videos if that's what you want to do. We're going to be back streaming here in a few minutes. We're playing a new game called Enshrouded. But we're also going to be checking in on all these eggs at the same time. So you'll get a little bit of what you already like with a little bit of new stuff. And I hope to see you all there. I really do. Anyways, we'll be back in a little bit. So my goal is to try and give y'all what you already like with a little bit of extra. I want to check out Enshrouded. So we'll be back in a few minutes. I just got to get a little bit of food in my belly. Get some water. Take a tiny little break. Make sure my cats aren't rampaging through the house. And we will be back in a few minutes. This stream is going to auto redirect you to the next stream already. And hopefully I'll see you.